Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled Optimistic Pessimist with regard to Israel and a pessimistic optimist with regard to Israel. The Medrash points out that there's a bit of a question on Eicha. First parak starts off Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Dalet. All the psukim are in alphabetical order. The subsequent prakim are in alphabetical order as well, except for the Ayin and the Pei. First you have the I, should be Ayin, then Pei, but it's not that way. You have the pasuk beginning with Pei, the next pasuk begins with Ayin. Why is it out of order? The Gemara says, because the Meraglim, the spies, they saw with their eyes only after they spoke with their Peh, meaning their Pei, they spoke first before seeing with their eyes. And therefore, the pasuk in Eicha is read on Tisha B'Av, and Tisha B'Av began, the tragic episode began on the 9th of Av with the Meraglim. So therefore, we have Eicha backwards by the Pei and the Ayin to show that they spoke Peh before they had the Ayin, before they saw. Of course, it's not true. They went to the land, and they saw for 40 days and 40 nights. They looked at the land with their Ayin. Then they came back with the results, not great results, but they did have results that they saw firsthand, and then they spoke. So Rosh Hashanah says, what does the Gemara mean to say that the Pei is before the Ayin, to tell us that they spoke with that Pei before the Ayin? It's just not true. He says there's two kinds of Ayins. You can have people seeing the exact same event, meet the same person, be at the same meeting, same situation, the same shear, and they can come out with radically different results. How they view that event, how they view the person. Why? Because there's an ayin ra, where you could look at a person in a negative way, you look at an event in a negative way, or through an ayin tov, in a positive way. And therefore, it is true they physically saw with their ayin. They saw the land of Israel, and then they came back and they reported. But when the Gemara says that they had their Peh, they spoke with their Peh before the Ayin, it means before a true Ayin, where they could sense, in a true sense, what's going on, see in a true sense what was the land of Israel about. And they could go to Israel and see the giants, they could see people burying, others at funerals, and that's all they see. They could see the Harabayit, place of Akedes Yitzchak, Adam, Cain, Noah, all brought korbanot there. They could go to Hebron, and they could sense something special there. The Avot are buried there. They sense this is not a typical land at all. That's with a proper view, with a proper ayin. But they did not do that. So therefore, Rav Schwab says, that's what the Gemara means when it says that they spoke with their Peh before they saw with the ayin, with the true and proper ayin. And next part, I'd like to address a question. We all know different people. Some are optimistic, they see the glass half full. Some pessimistic, they see the glass half empty. Is that simply what happened over here? The optimistic people, like Kalev Yoshua, saw the land of Israel. The pessimistic people saw their land of Israel. Or is there something specific and unique about the land of Israel? Yetz Hashem, part 2 will analyze that question. Shalom.